morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you find your girl. Welcome back to another episode of Erky Yoga. I took off the live, love, laugh. It was a whole thing. But I'm still the same girl. Still love to live, laugh, love, and do yoga. So, if you don't notice, now on my YouTube channel, it's called Erky Yoga. Try to make it simple, just like my website, so people are easy to find me, because that's one of the things I went over with YouTube about people finding me. So make it short and sweet. My nickname is Erky, and I like to do yoga. Simple, right? Well, today's practice is going to be a lovely power yoga flow. So we're going to start, I'm going to start sitting. I know, right? We're going to do power, but start sitting. So you can sit crisscross applesauce on your knees, whatever's comfortable for you. I got blocks, I got straps, and water on the side of us, because that's what your girl likes to do. Drink some coffee. So I'm actually sitting on my knees in hero's pose. If it's too much for you, you're like, oh, I'm tired, you can sit on your bum, crisscross applesauce. So wherever you like to start, we're going to start at the front of our mat. So get nice and comfortable. Got my strap, got my blocks, got all my things. And just sit here, just sitting in your sit bones. Get nice and comfortable. Make any adjustments you need to. Listen to your body. And just breathe. Maybe roll your shoulders back. Maybe you have your eyes closed and just noticing anything in your body. If something's too tight, too soft, if you're sitting up, if it's like, oh, I'm uncomfortable sitting here. You can sit on the block if you like. Make it a little bit more comfortable. We're just opening up everything up. And just breathe here. Bring your focus into yourself, especially into your practice. You know, whatever. Letting everything around you go. And just listening to your body. Notice if you got any crinks, any cracks going on in your body. Just get nice and comfortable. And just breathe. Bringing yourself into that lovely ujjayi breath. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale out fully and completely. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Got my hands on my knees. Just opening up. Getting our spine elongated into stacking on top of each other here in the correct formation. Rolling your shoulders back. So this class is a power class. It's going to be high level, low level, beginner style. I'm going to throw it all in. All that jazz. And on your next, take 2 more breaths like this. Take a nice deep breath in. Hold it. Exhale out. From your nose, deep breath in through your nose. Hold it for me. Exhale from your nose. And then just sit on up. Bringing your feet back. Bringing yourself onto your hands and knees. Shake a little tailbone out. Need to be. Dropping that belly down. Go ahead, bringing that forehead up to the sky, belly to the ground, tailbone up to the sky for a lovely cat pose. Exhale, round in the back for cat. A couple more times. Inhale, head up. Cow. Exhale, rounding your body for cat. Deep breath in, head on up, drop your belly for cat. For cow. Exhale, round their back for cat. One more time. Inhale, dropping that belly, forehead up to the sky for cat. For cow. Oh my God, what kind of yoga teacher am I? Round that belly, bring your chin to your chest for cat. Go ahead. Bring your body up to your first downward dog of the day. This will not be your last, but this is your first. And since this is your first one, go ahead and pedal. We're waking up our body, moving our body, getting ourselves together for our power yoga. And gently lift up off your toes and go ahead and walk your hands to your feet. Take your time. Standing in a nice forward fold here. Having your fingers touch the ground. Go ahead and put a little bend in your knees to help you grab onto the ground here. Go ahead. Inhale, halfway fold. Bring your hands onto your thighs. And then number 7. Exhale, lower down to the ground. On the inhale, gently roll yourself up one vertebra at a time. Bringing both hands up to the sky. Palms facing each other. And exhale, bringing both hands to the side of you. That's 1. That ain't nothing. We're just getting started. Gotcha. So we're going to do A or B. We're going to do A. So that's a sun salutation. Sun, yeah, we're going to do A. So bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, both hands up to the sky, palms facing each other. Exhale, fold forward in any amount. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower down. You can have your hands on your thighs and drop it down to the ground. Go ahead, take your right foot, lift it up to a half split for me. Go ahead, drop it down. Take your other foot, your left foot, take it back. Bring it yourself into plank pose. Holding it here. Take a breath. You can drop down to your knees if you like. And go ahead, bring your elbows. Chaturanga, just holding it here. 2, 3. Dropping it all the way down to the ground. Holding it here. Untucking your toes, flatten out your feet here. Hands on the side of your chest here. And just gently lift up into a baby cobra. Exhale, lower your head down, tuck your toes down. Push it all the way back to downward facing dog. That is 1. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale out. Deep breath in. Exhale out and gently walk both feet, gripping your hands into the mat. Lifting, just getting your hands to your feet, taking your time. Take a nice forward fold here because we're just waking up our body, warming up. We're going to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, bend your knees. Bring your hands all the way up to the sky, palms facing each other. And bring your hands down. 2. Namaste prayer hands. Middle of our chest here. That was 1. Let's do that 2 more times. Hands, palm, heart center here. Namaste prayer hands. Inhale, both hands up to the sky. Exhale, take your hands up to the side. Swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on the thighs. Exhale, lower down, dropping your fingertips to the ground. This time, take your left foot up to the sky. Holding it here. Kind of doing a half split. Exhale, drop that left foot down to the ground. Take your right foot to meet your left. Bring it to plank pose. Drop down to your knees. Lower down, top half, chaturanga. Holding it here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop it all the way down to the ground. Go ahead and lift it up for a baby cobra. Warming up that back. Holding it here. Exhale, lower down, tuck the toes down. Push all the way up, back. 2. Downward facing dog here. Take a breath. Inhale, exhale. Go ahead, gently walk your feet to your hands, taking your time. No rush. When you get here, bring yourself, bend your knees, having your fingertips onto the ground, and holding it here. Go ahead and try the best to straighten your legs, not too much, but Let's see if you warm up a little bit. You can straighten your legs here. Go ahead, inhale, halfway lift, hands on the thighs. Exhale, rolling it back down. Hands on the ground. Inhale, bring both hands up to the sky. Reverse swan dive. Palms together and hands to heart center. That's 2. Let's get number 3 in. Then we go from there. Inhale, hands to heart center. Whew. Inhale, both palms up to the sky. Palms facing each other. Exhale, go ahead, swan dive. Fold forward and in your mouth. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to the thighs. Go ahead, take that right foot up to the sky. Exhale, drop it down. Take that left beneath the right. Bring yourself to plank pose if you want a challenge. Holding it here to plank, holding it down to your chaturanga here. Dropping it all the way down to the ground. Go ahead and lift on up. If you want, you can say baby cobra, or you can lift up to upward facing dog where you're on the tops of your feet, lifting your knees off the mat, holding it here. Dropping down. Go ahead, reverse your feet and push yourself back to downward facing dog here. Holding your dog, recovering your breath. And this time we're going to take our hands and walk our hands to our feet. Holding it here in the forward fold here. Ooh, really getting a good stretch here. I got my butt up against the wall. Okay. Get a nice deep stretch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, roll all the way up. 1 vertebra at a time. Whew. You should be nice and warm. Go ahead, shake it out if you like. Take a little water break if you need to. Get a little warm up there. Let's do a little bit of work while we're standing. I'm going to bring myself to the middle of my yoga mat, rolling my shoulders back. Go ahead, take that, what is this? Your right hand up to the sky, taking your left hand down to the ground, and just bringing your left over to your right. Go ahead, reverse, dropping back, right, bringing up your left, bringing your left over to your right side. A couple more times. Ooh. Right over left. Dropping that right hand, bringing that left hand up and over. Doing blowing palms. A couple more times. Bringing that right hand up, over. Exhale, drop it down. Left hand up, over to your right. Dropping it down 2 more times. Bringing your right over to your left. Dropping it down. Your right hand, lifting up your left hand while you're inhaling, exhaling. Exhale, dropping that left hand. 1 more time. Right hand over the left. Exhale, dropping it down, taking your left hand up and over to your right. That nice stretch on the left side. Exhale, dropping it down. All right, so let's go back to the back of our mat here. So I move my bang out my face. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Holding it here in mountain pose. So this time we're going to take our right foot, bring it to the top of our mat, almost, and put a bend in your knee. So you should be in a nice standing pose right here. We're in crescent pose. You're on the tops of your left foot with your right foot planted into the mat here. Take both hands up to the sky, holding it here. And if it's too much, you can always drop down to your knee. Modifications. So wherever you are, that's where you are. Holding it here. This time we're going to take our hands, bring our hands forward, bring our hands back, and go into ski We're skiing down the hill. So having our hands behind us, palms facing each other. Belly kind of on the chest, but kind of lifted off the chest. Belly off the leg here. Holding it here. And if you're on your knee, you're doing the same thing. See? Same thing. Go ahead, take your hands to the ground. Take that right foot to meet the left. Go ahead, bring it back to plank pose, either high or low. Lower down to the ground. Chaturanga. Reverse your feet, flatten them out. Go ahead and lift up for baby cobra, king cobra, or all the way up to downward, upward facing dog, knees off the ground. Go ahead, roll your feet over, push yourself back into downward facing dog. Breathe here, reset your breath, and go ahead, gently walk your hands back to the mat. Back to your feet, walk your hands back to your feet in a nice forward, deep forward bend, and gently roll all the way up. One vertebra at a time. Hey, wall. Let's get that on the opposite side. This time we're going to take our left foot, bring it forward, step it out. You're either in high crescent pose or drop down to your knee to a low lunge. Wherever you are, bring both hands up to the sky here and just breathe. Reset yourself. Recalibrate your breath. Calibrate your stance, making sure you're on the top of your right foot here. Smiling, breathing, not falling over, which I'm doing. Doing too much here. Oh, yeah. And go ahead and take your hands, swing them forward, then swing them back behind you like you're skiing down the mountain. You're going to be high or low, wherever you want to be. Just holding it here. Just breathing. Go ahead, drop both hands down to the ground. Take that left foot to meet the right. Bring yourself back into that plank pose. Drop down to your knees if you want. Or high plank. Just lower it all the way down to the ground. Belly onto the ground. And push on up, lift up for baby cobra. This is king cobra. If you take your knees off the mat, you're in upward facing dog. And go ahead, switch your feet around and push yourself back to downward facing dog. Just breathe. It's a lot of work. You got a lot of heat, a lot of work, a lot of stretching. And go ahead, gently walk your hands back to meet your feet. Woo. Hold it here in this nice forward fold. Put a little bend in your knees. Gently roll yourself up, one vertebra at a time. Woo. Bring yourself to the middle of your mat here for a second. Take a little sip of water if you need to be. I never have to cue you. Take it. You can hit pause for the cause. And drink water whenever you want. It's like, Mom, what are you doing? Just for a second. I'm gonna open my blinds back up. Won't be too much light, but hopefully enough light. All right. We're gonna go to the back of our mat. Like a moment. We're gonna get that again. So we're going to stay in the back of our mat, take our lovely right leg, step it forward on your mat. Bring both hands up to the sky. We're in that crescent pose. Go ahead, take that back foot, flatten it down to the side for warrior two. Now, if you're on your knee, that's quite all right. This is moderation. Just bring your hands that way. You're on your knee, that's fine. If it's too much high, bring it down low. Get the same thing. Make sure you roll your shoulders down if you're up high, or also if you're down low. Make sure you're getting a full 180 with your arms. Bending that lovely right knee. Go ahead, reverse your palm, your backhand here, which is your left. Bring it down, bring your right up to the sky. Hold it here for a breath. Inhale, exhale, switching down, bringing your elbow to your knee, hand up to the sky. Like I said, if you're on your knee, you reverse it and then bring it down. There you go. Look at that, still doing the same thing. Holding it here. If you want a little bit more, you can drop your palm down to the ground, or you can also use a block to open up those shoulders, really elongating your torso here in this side angle position. Go ahead, drop both hands down to the ground, bring that right foot to meet the left. Elbow up to the sky here. Go ahead, shift your hips forward here, and that plank, lower down, chaturanga, all the way down to the ground. You can also drop onto your knees. Flatten out your feet, excuse me, on the belly. Lift up, baby cobra, king cobra, upward facing dog, whatever you're into. I'm in king cobra right now. Holding here, tucking your toes down, pushing back, all the way to downward facing dog. Taking your hands, walking them back to your feet. Really working on moving your hands forward and maybe getting deep into your position so you can be comfortable in this position, like getting nice and close with your torso, working your torso. Go ahead, halfway lift. Exhale, lower down. Excuse me. Inhale, roll your body up one vertebra at a time, taking your time. Bring your hands to the side for mountain pose. Present yourself back at mountain. Take a second. Excuse me. Got a little tickle in my throat. Go ahead. Excuse me. Take your left foot forward. I apologize. I got a little cough. Go ahead. You're on your top of your right. Bring both hands up to the sky here. We're in crescent on the left knee bent, right leg, toes are touching the floor. Like I said, you can be down on the ground. Go ahead, plant your foot down, turn your body to the side here for warrior two. This is the low level. Make sure you roll your shoulders back, really engage in your arms as if you're on your knees. If you're up high, you just turn your feet, your right foot out, roll your shoulders down, not like cinching up to your neck, but rolling down, being nice and relaxed. Reverse warrior, drop down that right hand, bring that left hand up to the sky if you're on your knees. Same thing. Wherever you are, your girl got you. Go ahead and reverse it, dropping down that left elbow to the knee, taking the right hand up to the sky for side angle. Here you can also use a block and really open it up. Your shoulders. Just breathe. I'm not going to stay here too long, dropping that hand down. Stepping back that left foot. Pushing it back to downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, lower down chaturanga. All the way to the ground. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, lift up. Downward facing dog. Not downward, upward facing dog. Or king cobra or baby cobra. Wherever you are. Drop down onto your knees and push all the way back to child's pose. Reset. You bring your elbows to your knee. Bring your forehead to the ground. And just breathe. You ball up your fist, excuse me, fist on top of fist. Recover your breath. Make sure you practice that lovely ujjayi breath where you're breathing in through your nose into your belly and pushing all that lovely oxygen out from your belly, out from your belly through your nose. Excuse me. And go ahead, lift yourself on up onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes out, push back to downward facing dog, and gently walk your hands into your feet. Notice if you don't have to lift your hands up if you're a little bit warmer. You get your hands to your feet. That's flexibility there. Go ahead, put a little bend in your knees, hands on your hips. Oh my goodness. You'll lift your body all the way up. What is that all about? I have no idea. Sorry, didn't mean to give it to you. That was a bit much. All that coughing. That's weird. Take a little sip there. I don't know what that is, but I know I don't like it. All right, we're going to stand and we're going to do some standing poses since we got a little heat in us. And you can use your strap if you have one. So we're going to stand with our feet together in Tadasana, mountain pose. Roll our shoulders back, palms to the side. And go ahead and just roll everything out. Get nice and comfortable. We're going to go ahead and lift up that right knee and just holding it here. This is engaging our core, engaging our balance, able to concentrate. I'm trying to talk and look and concentrate at the same time. And just breathe. Oh my. And make sure your right foot, your left foot is in the ground. You got gravity working up against you, and I got a life working up against me. I did a lot of lifting with my legs, with the barbell, so my legs are like, And I want to do this class today. I must be crazy. Go ahead, straighten out that leg. Yeah, my legs are like, no. We're going to use this yoga strap today. I can't even hold it. My body's like, you're sore, honey. It is. Now it hurts. Go ahead and straighten out that leg and grab it with both hands. Grab it with one, use your strap. Wow. Wow, I'm having a whole meltdown. Holding it here. And let's just drop it down. Ooh, shake it out. I don't know, once might be too good for today. Oh my. Let's see how it goes on the opposite side. Oh, it's not, it hurt, it is sore because I had the bar, I was lifting heavy. And yeah, who said it was a good day to do this? Ursula. She don't pay attention. She thinks she got it sometimes. She's like, sometimes her body needs a rest. Go ahead, plant both feet together. Bend that lovely left knee. Hopefully it'll work out. You will notice one side is better than the other. Not me. Just breathe. Maybe if I put my hands on my hips, maybe that will help with my balance. Nope. It's like no go today. I'm fighting against gravity. I'm fighting against myself. Go ahead, straighten out that leg. I'm about to hold onto the wall. Always got a wall. I'm fighting against gravity and myself. My legs are like, no, we hurt. Go ahead, bend that knee, drop it down. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I stretched yesterday. That was fun. You know, body does what the body want to do. Let's see if we can do tree today. Probably not. My tree's going to be terrible, but that's fine. Plant both feet. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to bend. We just did that leg. We'll bend that right knee. Bring it to the ankle. Open your knee out to the side. Put it to the ankle if you like. Bring it onto the calf muscles. Bring it onto the inside. And it's like, no, I'm going to have to hold it. That's fun. Hold it in that spot. There we go. We're going to have to cheat. We're going to cheat. You can do this too at home. My body is not cooperating. I make it. There we go. I got my elbow on the wall. There we go. Now I'm kind of cooperating. My body's like, not today. There we go. That's all I needed. All right, drop it down. Let's get the opposite side. Shake it out. Take your left toe. Bring it to your left ankle. Take your left toe. Bring it to your right ankle. I'm going to use a while because my legs are like fighting me today. They're sore. You can stay here for your tree. You can bring it to your calf muscle, or you can bring it all the way into your thigh if it cooperates with you today, which is not. Push on. There we go. I feel it. It's working. It's in there. And my body's like, My legs are like shaking. And they're like really sore. I can feel my butt muscles are like, it's too much. All right, drop it down. Once is enough. We torture ourselves enough today. Go ahead, roll those hips to one side. I'm going to the left, then switch them to the opposite side. Go ahead and open those legs as far as you can. Do a nice forward fold. Drop your hands all the way down to the ground. Try to see if you can get your crown to the ground. Best is able to. My torsos are I'm just tight everywhere. Ooh, this is like pew, 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 pew. Wow. This is something. This is truly something. Go ahead. Take that left hand in the middle of your body. Take your right hand up to the sky, twisting your body to the right. You can use a block if you need to be. And go ahead and drop down that right hand, taking your right hand to the middle of your body, taking the left hand all the way up to the sky, twisting your body to the left. Go ahead, dropping that hand down. You can see if you can get closer down to the ground. Go ahead and breathe. Do a nice halfway lift up. And then if you can, take that right foot, bring it to the left, turning your body back into that downward facing dog. Slick transition, huh? Drop down to your knee and sit on your knees. Sitting on your knees is uncomfortable. You can go into hero's pose. You can go ahead and switch yourself here. Nice and comfortable here in your hero's pose. If it's too much, you can sit down on your bum. Some modification. Ooh, banging. I'm going to bring my body up to the close to the top of my back. And from hero's pose, we're going to bring it back. Really work out those calf muscles here. Not calf, but our thighs here. And just screaming for a beating. So we're just gonna just lower back onto our elbows if you're able to. If not, you can stay here on your hands, wherever you're at. And sit into our feet, sit on back. Oh, oh boy. Oh, you can bring your head back if you like, or keep your head nice and neutral. You can drop down to the ground if you're able to. If you're like me and your thighs were screaming, don't do that. Go where it's comfortable. You want to place a block underneath your low back, you're welcome to, or put it, are welcome to. There's all different types of options. While your thighs are screaming. But it feels good because I got all that tension there. Tuck your chin into your chest if you lean back, and go ahead, lift on up. Sit back on up onto your hands and knees. Bring your feet to the side and bring your feet in front of you. Oh boy. Go ahead and do a nice yogi shakeout. Oh. Go ahead, point your toes away, point your toes to yourself. Go ahead and wiggle them. Just wiggle them just a little bit. Go ahead, roll your ankles. Go ahead, take that lovely left foot, bring it into your right thigh here. Getting that tree pose on the floor. Hold in here, bring both hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold in any amount. I'm gonna use my strap because my thighs are screaming. You can fold your chin into your chest here, rounding your top of your back here. And just breathe. Ooh, my legs are screaming. They're screaming on every angle. Go ahead, lift yourself up. Bring both feet together. Let's do a full forward stretch here. Bring both legs straight and go ahead and forward fold before we get to the opposite side here. Just breathe. Gently roll yourself up. Go ahead, take that lovely right foot, bring it into your left thigh here. Do a nice forward fold here. Using a strap. You can use your hands, grab wherever you can, nice and comfortable. Just breathe here. Gently lift yourself up. Straighten both legs out again. Back into that forward fold with both legs. Toes looking up to the sky. Fold forward in any amount. Even everything out. Especially your hips since we isolated the muscles. To do this single leg stretch on both sides. So we're just going to even out our hips and bring everything back into snazzy, snazzy. Can't go around here looking uneven. Go ahead, gently roll yourself up. Go ahead, do a yogi shakeout. Sit on your hips here. Bring both feet into your body here. Gently windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Bring your knees front to center. Bring them up off the ground. We're going to go to boat pose. Hold it here. Boat pose. You can bring your feet up to the sky if you want, or you keep your knees bent. Go ahead, drop your feet. Lift your body, top half of your body up forward to your knees. Roll all the way back. No, we can't do that. We can do that one more time. That's fine. Bring your feet back up. Hands to the side or hands down to the ground. Palms together wherever you are for your boat pose. Go ahead, drop down your feet to the ground. Hands onto your knees. Go ahead, roll yourself up. Gently roll yourself back. All the way down to the ground. Bringing your knees into your chest. Holding it here. Knees into the chest. Feet up to the sky. Letting that lovely blood flow. Roll right back down to the top half of your body here. With legs up against the wall. Go ahead, drop your feet down. Bring your feet bring your feet the same size as your yoga mat and just gently windshield wipe your knees from side to side. Woo. Bring both knees into your chest. Drop your knees over to your left. Placing your right hand onto your left knee. Turning your body top half to the right side here. I have my arms out, but I have it like a goalpost. Just doing that nice little twist variation here. Go ahead, bring your knees up. Drop your knees over to your right. Not into the wall. Drop the top of half of your body to the left. Bringing my hand into goalpost here, my left. I have my right hand on my left knee, twisting my body to the left. Knees to the right. Not going to hold this too long. Go ahead, bring your knees up. Go ahead, straighten out both legs. I'm going to hold it here for a couple minutes. Go ahead and do anything you need to do to rest your body. Get nice and comfortable as we hold it here for our Savasana. Breathe at your own breath pace. If you need to do any more poses before you relax, go ahead, take that time. If you need to extend the time of relaxation, past the video time, take whatever care you need. I'll see you in a couple minutes. All right, so plant your left and your right foot into the mat. Gently windshield wiper your knees from side to side, bringing both knees over to your left. Bring yourself kind of like in a nice fetal position. Gently lift yourself up onto your sit bones, sitting nice and comfortable in the crisscross applesauce or leg straight, however you want to do. Sitting up on your sit bones, stacking your vertebrae on top of each other. Bringing both hands up to the sky, palms facing each other, bringing palms together, as my teacher says, Felicia Savage Friedman, grateful bodies. Bringing both hands to your heart center, and we say namaste. Namaste is an East Indian word that means the God in me honors and bow down to the God in you, or the light in me honors the light in you. And I will see you in the next practice. Namaste. Bye. Mwah.